Ancient people saw war as an unavoidable and often sacred part of life. But how they thought about it depended deeply on their worldview, religion, politics, and culture. War was sometimes glorified, sometimes mourned, and often understood as the will of the gods, the duty of rulers, or the test of a people's honor. Here's how some major ancient civilizations thought about war, and why. Ancient Greeks. What they thought. War was a central part of life and identity, especially for city-states like Sparta and Athens. Greeks saw war as both tragic and heroic. Homer's Iliad showed war's glory, kleos, and horror. Valor and suffering coexisted. Philosophers like Heraclitus said, "War is the father of all things," suggesting conflict is what drives life forward. Why? Honor, revenge, and protection of the city-state were sacred. Gods like Ares, war, and Athena, strategic warfare, played major roles in war outcomes. Military service was a form of citizenship and masculinity. Ancient Romans. What they thought. War was a tool of empire, something to master, not fear. Romans celebrated military discipline, conquest, and expansion as signs of greatness. But war was also framed as a just action, bellum justum, defensive, lawful, and honorable, even when it wasn't. Victory was rewarded with triumphs, monuments, and political power. War brought resources, land, and slaves, fueling the Roman economy. Ancient Chinese, ESP during Warring States period. What they thought. War was seen as tragic, but sometimes necessary. Thinkers like Confucius disapproved of aggression and valued peace and order. Others like Sun Tzu focused on the strategy of war, emphasizing wisdom, deception, and minimal violence. Why? The goal was to unify and stabilize the realm, not glorify chaos. Mandate of heaven. A just ruler could go to war to remove a corrupt one. War was tied to moral legitimacy, not just power. Ancient Mesopotamians. What they thought. War was often seen as divine will. The gods decided the outcome. Kings boasted of victories in inscriptions, portraying themselves as chosen by the gods to conquer. Why? Warfare protected city-states and honored patron deities like Marduk or Ashur. Victories were seen as proof of divine favor and often used as propaganda. Ancient Israelites, biblical world. What they thought. War was deeply theological, sometimes commanded by God, sometimes punishment for disobedience. Examples: